Okay, this is kind of a long one. It's pretty much, it's almost the same problem as we did in the previous video, the first interest example. It's just got a little bit of a twist on it, okay? So let's read it. It says you invested money into two funds, okay? So that means we've got a fund A and a fund B. Last year, here's another clue. Last year and this year, so we've got a year change, but we involved two funds. Last year, the first fund paid 9%, and the second fund paid 3%, and so the total interest earned was $900. Okay, that was last year. This year, okay, this year, the first fund paid 10% and the second fund paid only 1%. The total interest earned was $860. So how much money was invested in each fund? Okay, this one's definitely, you can see it's kind of the same. We have two accounts, we have two interest rates, and we know that interest is equal to the money that we stuck in the account multiplied by the interest rate. The only thing is, if you look at here, it doesn't say exactly, for number one, it doesn't tell us how much we invested total, like it did in the last problem. And furthermore, it doesn't tell us, it doesn't tell us how much we put in. See, the last example, it told us it gave us a number of dollars split between two accounts, and right there it doesn't even say that. So it's okay though. So let's just go and set this up the exact same way we did last time, okay? And I'm going to denote Y1 as being the first year fund, like last year, okay? That's going to apply to Y1. Okay, and let's see here. We've got Fund 1 plus Fund number 2 equals total interest. Okay, right? So how much interest was earned in Fund number 1? Well, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put X dollars in fund number 1, and we're going to put Y dollars in fund number 2. So we're going to have X dollars in fund 1 plus Y dollars in fund 2. And I skipped a step from the last time. I think you need to have watched the video on the first one to find out how I did this, okay? And they earned $900, okay? So let's just go ahead and do Y1 year the first year again, and that's going to be I invested X dollars at 9% in Fund 1 plus Y dollars in Fund 2 at 3%, and that came to 900. Okay? So that is that portion of the problem. Now let's go to year 2. Okay? Okay, I'm just gonna make my little total here. So in the second year, what happened? I invested, it doesn't tell me how much I invested in each fund, so we're gonna use X and Y again. Okay, so we're gonna invest X dollars in the first fund at 10%, and then we're gonna invest Y dollars in the second fund at 1%. Okay, so that's going to look like this. And it says the total interest earned was $860. So we're going to set this thing equal to $860. So I've got my year 1 data right here, and I've got my year number 2 data, okay? And I hope you guys see how I found this out, okay? You know, just neglecting the second part of the problem. Last year, the first fund paid 9, the second one paid 3. So I put X dollars in one fund, and I put Y dollars in the other. And that's actually going to be equal to my principal. See, in the last problem, this was like $7,000, okay? And we could we eliminated a variable that way. But this problem, they haven't given us that. So we're gonna call our total amount of money that we stuck into the accounts P, okay? So, and I put X dollars into one account, I put Y dollars into the other, okay? And X dollars in the one account at 9%, Y dollars into the other account at 3%. Okay, and that's all I did here. So now I've kind of ended up with it's kind of like, what do we do now? You know, it's like, where do we go? And I'll tell you where we're gonna go. We can actually use both of these things right here, both of these equations, and we're going to use them, and we're going to eliminate one of the other variables. So I'm going to show you, we're going to use the different year data to eliminate one of the variables, okay? So I'm going to write these on top of each other. Okay, so, you know, basically here was our year 1 data, and here was our year 2 data, okay? So what this is right here is that we have a system of equations, and they both have 2 variables in them. So, what I'm going to do is I need to eliminate one of the variables. And what I kind of want to do, if you notice, is if this right here was a negative 0.03, then this would cancel out, right? And what I'm getting at is, let's draw a line under here and put a plus sign there. What if we were to add these together? You know, we'd end up with like 0.19x, we'd end up with 0.04y, and we'd end up with about $1,760. Okay, so, but that would still leave us stuck with 2 variables and no way to eliminate them, because x plus y equals p. They didn't give us a number there, so that's where this one kind of differs from the original problem, and it's also where we're going to kind of take a turn. So we've got this problem set up, and now we're going to solve it in the next video, okay? So I hope this makes sense, how I went ahead and set it up, okay? And we ended up there. So let me go in the next video. I'm gonna solve this baby, okay?